On 2112 Alisana Street, you will find Christopher Schafer Clothier. For 15 years, Mr. Schafer and Company have run a world-class haberdashery in the heart of Baltimore City. Offering second-to-none tailoring of his own incredible brand, Mr. Schafer is more than meets the eye when it comes to suit making. Don't be another Baltimorean, be a finely styled Baltimorean with Christopher Schafer Clothier. Awesome!
Yay!
Welcome, Baltimore. This is episode 56.
Damn.
Yep, we have Mama's Black Sheep in the lounge.
Woohoo!
With a duo from Baltimore featuring Ashland. I always read and I always fuck it up. Ashland Miller and Laura Cerulli. We first started talking like a year ago, but we'll get into that. So, Mama, you guys have been around since 2008. You have a plethora of originals, and you do a lot of covers.
I love that word.
A plethora.
I like the word plethora.
Yeah, we're bringing back plethora.
That's good. It's a good Scrabble word, I think.
Sometimes you're a trio. Sometimes you're a full band.
Sometimes.
So the album, the new album has everything on it.
Yes.
You play with Sweet Lita quite a bit.
We do.
Which is awesome because they're Sanity Lounge veterans.
Right.
You put a song to children's book, which we will get into.
Oh, wow. Yes, we did.
And you do some fundraising.
We do a good bit of fundraising.
And you tour St. Croix.
We tour all over, but yes, St. Croix.
And is it accurate that you guys do about 200 shows a year?
I think prior to COVID, we were doing close to that. Since COVID, things have changed, and we changed the way that we tour after COVID hit because we learned a lot about being able to stay a little closer to home and still make a living. So our tour structure has changed a little bit since COVID, but this year I think we're almost approaching those pre-COVID numbers again. We're probably going to be in the 180.
That's a lot of shows.
Good for you.
170, 180-ish range this year.
That's serious working.
Yeah.
It's serious working.
So let's start.
So with all that being said, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
We just heard 5 songs that you'll hear at the end of the interview because we do things backwards here at Sanity Lounge.
Yeah,
Well, it's a good thing because Mama's Black Sheep. We've always done things backwards.
We have. We've always.
That's
done
why
Actually,
we are the Black
we
Sheep.
can just start right there. Mama's Black Sheep.
Yeah.
What is the name? Where did it come from?
We are both of our mothers black sheep of the family, and neither one of our mothers believe us. We're both the babies of our family, and we have one older sibling. However, both older siblings have like 6 to 7 figure incomes. They got the big houses with the Lexus, like all the stuff. And as far as my daddy still says, he's like, well, honey, you still picking and grinning in that beer joint. If it makes you happy, you go right ahead. Yeah.
What does he say? There's a difference between making a living and making an existence.
Yeah, for a long time, my dad was like,
that's some heavy shit.
honey, you
some
just
heavy
making
shit.
an existence. And then in my former project, Common Bond, we sold out the Birchmere. And he came up and he goes, I'm real proud of you, doll. And then he switched over from an existence to a living.
To a living.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
So,
I like it.
Ashland, you are from Baltimore originally? No.
No, I'm from
Okay.
Greensboro, North
Okay.
Carolina.
That's what I'm at.
That's
That's why
why
she
I talk
talks funny.
I dig it. Yeah, I could tell it was a southern drawl. But so, what was your how did you get to Baltimore?
I started out at Appalachian State University, and I was a music industry studies major, and I always thought that I'd be a manager or something like that for somebody else, but for whatever reason, the good Lord wanted me to be a singer-songwriter, and so here I am. Got an internship at Appalachian State to finish my degree at Jan Davis Entertainment in Alexandria, Virginia.
Wow.
And then there was a duo that split up that wanted me to come north. And I said, well, find me an internship. So I came up. I lived in Wheaton for a little while. I took the Orange Line down and did my internship at Jan Davis in Alexandria. And then just ended up joining with Common Bond, acoustic duo, two chicks, 2 guitars, that kind of thing, 2 vocals. And that's history. I just never went south again, really.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And what year was that?
Straighten up. Pay attention to the camera here.
What do you need me to do?
Oh yeah, move your mic a little
Ashland's
this way.
camera.
Move your mic a little bit.
No.
Or move the camera.
What needs to
a little.
Move the mic. Her mic.
The mic's in your face.
She moved it. It was right.
Oh,
She
oh,
moved
okay,
it where
okay,
she
okay.
wanted it. I'm not gonna.
Well,
Yeah, but
that's
it's blocking her.
generally
You
speaking
can't let
what
it
I
block her
do.
face, though.
I understand, but again, she look. Do you see? She's doing
Hi.
it again. So I'm
Right.
not gonna
Microphone.
chase her the whole time.
You got
I'm
to,
just trying to
dude.
get the shadow off my face. I don't know, but anyway.
But the shadows from the light you put there.
Is it right?
Oh,
Yeah.
is that what I was saying?
Yes.
Maybe
She
that's
put
what
a
I was
light
saying. Oh,
Yeah.
on her,
There,
and
that's
then
better.
moved her
You
mic.
can use the light. What do you
Yeah,
got?
you
That's
can if you
it was
want.
like spooky to me. Like
It was a little
Nice.
like
Well,
campfire.
It's Halloween month.
It
right?
is Halloween month.
Yeah, that's why
This
I wouldn't give her
episode comes
shit.
out October
Close.
30th.
how
So
about
it's
this?
Holy
the
shit.
day before Halloween.
Put the damn light
Fantastic.
back. Yeah, it's Halloween.
Tomorrow
We
is
don't
Halloween.
give a- Yeah.
Put the light back.
Yeah, he's the one.
There's
All right.
some
Oh,
kind of,
okay.
like, world up behind me.
We were
there.
making fun of you.
That's why I'm sitting there going. Now,
You're going. It's
now
Mike Ham.
to Woe's credit, I am oblivious
everyone
to
that
everything.
knows me knows I love to be made fun of.
I don't believe it. You see that? You see, Woe?
Yeah.
She did it again. I mean, what am
did
I
it.
going to do? I don't know what to tell you.
Ashland, you're right. It's right directly in front of your face.
There
There
we
you go. There you go. That's better.
How's that? And then I'll talk
Tip
louder.
it towards you. There.
If
Okay.
I talk a little louder.
This is all going to
does
be
that
in
work?
there too.
There we go.
So
Perfect.
How we doing?
Perfect.
Great.
That's
awesome.
perfect.
Let's keep
Common
rolling.
Bond. Were you in? You were in that band for 14 years.
Yes, I
prior
was.
to Mama's Black Sheep.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's,
Yeah,
that's a
we
long
did.
time.
She's been playing music forever.
Before I walked for my diploma at Appalachian State, I started playing live. That's exactly what God wanted me to do. And I'm not going to focus on the G word, but
That's all right. We go into that.
exactly
We can go into that a
what
little bit.
God wanted me to do. And so I just don't want to offend anybody out there, but I definitely want to know that I have faith and that I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And everybody else, I want you to know that too. So,
Yeah, well, that's wonderful. So, are you a lifer with the guitar, or
oh no.
you just picked it up when you graduated?
No, I'm just like one of those people that always gets away with everything and I don't let anybody know. My dad taught me that.
Very interesting.
He started when I was really young. So my mom had a bad back. And so she taught me how to crawl out of my crib
Right.
before I could really even speak. So I would crawl out of my crib, go play with my little toys in my room, whatever, and then crawl back in the crib and act like I was sleeping.
Right.
I still do that.
So you could have been learning the
sneaky.
guitar since you were a kid, is what you're
Oh,
saying.
I crawled up onto the piano bench, and so I started playing piano, and I started playing it proficiently. And then my grandmother wanted to give me lessons, and so I went to lessons, and then it didn't work out for me, and I was like, I just had to quit when I was like in the second year of lessons because I didn't understand how to read the music, and it just already came forth for me.
Right. You could just make it work.
Well, yeah, and then like once it came to like the 7th page of reading the music, and I would get lost, and then Mrs. Abel, she would just be like, "Oh no, it's right here," and then it's right here, and she thought those her whole first 6 to 7 pages I was reading. Oh no, I would just look at her to flip, and had played it all by ear.
Wow.
Because she played it for me before, and so I was almost embarrassed, because I didn't do things the way that everybody else did, and I've always been that person.
Interesting. So you just had a knack for music naturally. Was it in your family anywhere in the history? Like, did anybody else, was there any other musicians in your family?
I wouldn't necessarily say anyone that I know. Maybe that somebody that came before me might have been pretty proficient. I don't know. But my grandmother on my mom's side and her, my grandmother and grandfather on my mom's side, they both sang. And then on my dad's side, my grandmother taught dance, like New York City kind of
Nice.
ballroom, like the whole 9 yards. Yeah, she was a dance instructor. So there's always been music in my family. Now,
That's good.
my dad, he says he can't carry a tune in a bucket, and I'd have to agree with him. My sister's okay, but I'm the only one I think that has done it full time.
Yeah, you got a wonderful voice. You guys, and Miss Laura, give me your, so first of all, I'm a drummer. You may have heard. I love drummers. I believe. Yeah, I'm not going to go into it, but I love drums.
I love drums too.
Yes, you play. Your touch is like butter.
Yeah.
Like it's wonderful. Are you just playing open, or are you a lefty?
I'm a righty, but I play open with.
I mean,
left-hand
wow,
lead 'cause
yeah,
'cause
like-
it mainly because when I started playing percussion, I started playing percussion young, but I was a piano player first. I started on piano. Ash and I, that's something we have in common. We both started on piano as children.
Right.
She switched over to guitar when she went to college because the piano wouldn't fit in the trunk.
Right.
I tried.
It's not practical, right?
Do you both
It's not
still
practical.
play?
I do all my writing on piano still.
Okay.
I even
Really?
got like a Yamaha DX7. I was a keyboardist for a while, and
Right.
it still just wouldn't work. I couldn't take that to a campfire, so that was where the guitar came from. Go ahead, Laura.
Sorry. So anyway, after playing piano and then I was I was total band nerd, orchestra nerd,
Right.
music kid. So I was doing all that stuff in school, and they needed somebody who could read treble clef, piano clef, to play like the bell parts in the Christmas concerts and stuff at school.
Right.
So I got drafted into band to play percussion, but I was playing all mallet parts. So all the mallet parts, chimes, mallets, bells, xylophone, marimba, whatever. And then I moved into timpani and other stuff.
Wow.
As I got older. So I did all my initial percussion training was percussion. It was classical percussion.
Right, which is
with
very
the band.
Yeah, like multi-fingered.
So yeah, so like, and that when I went to college, I majored in music ed at Towson, and my concentration was percussion, and I had to, you have to learn everything.
Sure.
You have to be able to do everything, really in the orchestra to be a music ed teacher. But the percussion stuff was all kind of new to me because I had never played snare drum. I'd never really, I'd never really, that was not my thing because they had always put me where, because they needed somebody who could read music.
Right. So you were always on temp or bells or
Yeah, I was always on something.
But snare drum's
that
a
was
different
melodic.
animal.
Yeah,
right.
snare drum's a different animal. So anyway, it sort of evolved over time. And when I was a teenager, I started playing in bands, like in bands with my friends and stuff, popular music bands. And so, that it kind of grew out of that I was doing keys in the bands, and then I was doing percussion in the bands.
Right.
And my initial setup was actually a Latin setup. So that's sort of what I credit with my open-handed approach, because the left hand was always my shaker hand. I always held down the rhythm in my, bongos, congas, doing the patterns in my right, because it just felt more natural. And so this was always, playing shaker over here, I'm naturally a left-hand lead on the kit because it just made a lot more sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. That speaks to, just for the record, for those at home, for the cheap seats, open-handed playing, like if you regular cats who are righties will cross over. But nowadays, a lot of drummers are learning from the get-go that you don't really have to cross over. You can just learn an open hand is playing with your left hand on the left side.
Some have described that as what? Not lazy, but
no,
they change it up to. Who was talking about that?
So older drummers, classical purists, I would say. Maybe there was one in here that acted like classical,
like
purists.
normal gigs, like it's over. But when he's bored, not lazy. When he's bored, he plays open-handed.
Yeah, he's not. He wasn't saying it. He was saying he works on his open-handed
when
technique.
he's bored.
If he's playing a straight beat.
If you go back in the history of why we played, cross deck in the first place, it has to do with military drumming.
Exactly.
And the snare would hang down on your right side, and so you had to play, in a different feel, like your approach was different. You had the one hand upside down and one hand right side up.
Right.
But in a matched grip, open-handed playing, it's a completely different thing. And coming from a lot of mallet instruments initially for myself, that match grip was that's where all my muscle memory was. Was in match grip. So flipping it over upside down didn't make any sense to my brain at all. I was like, holy crap, I can't do that.
This is bullshit.
This is bullshit. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, because it's a whole other hit. It's a whole other fulcrum.
It's completely different.
Right.
I want to make note, though, when Brian says you play like butter, that's the highest compliment.
No, it's
you can
wonderful.
get.
Thank
yeah,
you.
you're.
Like
It's
not just like a sloppy, greasy mess.
No. Like
it ain't like the awful waffle.
It's the highest compliment you can get.
I want to be like extra virgin olive oil.
Right.
Okay. Same principle.
Yeah.
It's the slickest of slick, and it's effortless, and that kind of like so you you were talking about your history, like that's like some Zappa shit, like the temp and all that shit. Yeah. So you really learned your rudiments, like incredible.
Oh yes, you have to learn all this. Yeah. I did not enjoy that.
Well, let me tell you, though,
I did not enjoy rudimental drumming at all.
That's why you're so ice right now.
Do you know them all?
You know,
I did at one point. Sure. I don't know if I could go through all of them right now, but yes, at one point I had to play. You have to.
Right.
Like, that's part of the degree.
Now, singing, has that always been in the background, or did you?
I sang, like, you know, when you're in elementary school, everybody sings. Sure. They throw you in the chorus. You're in the chorus, whatever. You sing, and then
wait, I have one thing to add to that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I tried out for the chorus in 3rd grade, and I didn't make it. I did not make it. I cannot sing for a living. I've also had, we're getting right back to you, I've also been behind someone in a line at a fast food restaurant, and they told me to get a day job because I was singing along. And so I'm just like, okay, watch, I'll show you. Go ahead, Laura.
People suck. Don't,
People are funny, but yeah, singing, I started like singing like by myself in front of people when I was like 14, 15 years old.
I got you.
So it wasn't something that I've always done, but I started doing it more often when I started playing in bands with my friends, my high school friends. And,
when did you realize you had that angelic voice?
I
mean, did you just start singing one day, like open your mouth and you were like, damn?
No, I mean, you know, you sing, when you start singing, everybody's pretty not quite there,
right?
You know?
I read a description of your voices, 2 voices that blend together like whiskey and honey.
I love that.
I like it. I mean, I like whiskey and honey.
You do like whiskey and honey?
Yeah,
We'll have
I
to
like
send you some.
I like whiskey and honey too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good. I mean, it's
a good description.
Definitely.
We have gotten very fortunate in meeting one another because I have sung with a lot of people, and so has she. And this is the first combination of voices for both of us, I think.
Definitely.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Right.
That we can really both sing like
we can
full
belt
on, like
as
we
loud
can,
as we want to.
We can do whatever we want, and we're neither one of us overpower the other.
Right. Yeah, the harmonies are you guys are incredible at the harmonies. I mean, it's perfect. Well, it's kind of what I do.
Right.
But I'm serious, you know. But
cool.
you're definitely
and
it's
prior to 2000, prior to Mama's Black Sheep, you were also in a couple of bands. Cerulean Groove, Disappear Fear.
I was in Disappear Fear.
That's a great name.
Yeah, I like it.
So Sonya Disappear Fear, she should be somebody that you have on this show sometime.
Yeah.
She has been in the Baltimore music scene since the late 80s.
Who? Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, and she
what's
was
her name?
Sonya. And Disappear Fear.
Sonya.
Yeah,
Disappear Fear was the name of the band that she started with her sister back in the late 80s. And they are phenomenal. Like, they were a great band back then, but Sonya has kept with it. Cindy, her sister, you know, they got older. She got married and had kids and whatever, got off the road.
Right.
But Sonya is still on the road, and I was on the road with her for 3 years, full time, from 2005 to 2008 until we started.
Until I stole her.
Playing what?
Drums and singing.
Nice.
Yep.
In the same kind of wacky set?
Same kind of wacky set. Yep.
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
My kit sort of evolved over a
not
long
disparaging
time,
wacky. I
no,
dig
it is wacky.
Yeah,
I call it the Franken kit. It's weird, but it does all the
No,
things
I love
that
what
I
I
need it
love
to do.
that. I love
Well, Davis loves whack,
different.
right?
Yeah.
I don't mean it like that, dude. I just mean like you can create some really wacky stuff.
Yeah, no,
man,
I
this is
can.
some great stuff.
I can
Yeah,
create some cool stuff.
I don't want to come around Halloween like near you because I would be.
I bet your house at
Believe it-
Halloween is scary.
And you would think, but it's like, what is the saying? The shoemaker, like when he comes home, he doesn't like. What is it?
The shoemaker's kid never has shoes.
Right. Yeah, that's.
Oh, I'm like, what the fuck?
Like my wife decorates our house for Halloween. When I lived before we moved, I used to do some cool shit. Like I made these tentacles out of pool noodles that were like 8 feet tall and put them in the
Yeah,
ground.
you
Like,
did have wild
I built a pirate. I made a pirate flag, and I took my flag down in my front yard, and I hoisted this. Like I bolted bars across it and put like a sail up thinking it was a good idea on our flagpole in our front yard. Like, and of course, the first windy day, it was in my backyard. And it broke my flagpole, so I just shoved a pole in that and then put the pole over top of it and put it right back up. It
Nice.
was awesome. And I screwed it in so it wouldn't fly away. But that was a pirate-themed house. That was probably the coolest one I've done.
That's great. We sang on a pirate ship recently.
Are you
Oh,
shitting
yeah,
me?
we did.
That's pretty cool.
And neither one of us had to walk the plank. Can you
Nope,
imagine?
nope, no.
I would say
walking
that's
the
kind
plank.
of that's kind of weak. Yeah,
So was
you gotta
that in
walk the
Baltimore
plank.
or in the Caribbean?
No, that was in Delaware.
That was in Delaware.
Yep.
Yeah,
That was-
Lewis.
well,
The
it's not
Pirates of
Wales.
Lewis.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
you guys, how did it go down? Like, so how did you guys meet? How did the band form? Like, you're rocking out on the road with Sonia, with
I had not
And you're in
started
common
playing with Sonia yet. Before, when Ashland and I met, we actually met like in 2001.
and was it in
And
Baltimore or
it
was
was in Darlington, up by Happy
Nice.
Grace. You know.
Oh, Ramblefest.
Yeah, we played a festival up there, and I was sitting in with Tom Prasad Rao, who's another great singer-songwriter from Tacoma Park, who has recently passed from cancer, sadly. But
Boo.
he was amazing, and I was backing him up on percussion and
Nice.
and vocal. Or maybe not vocal that day because you didn't know that I
Oh
could
no, I
sing.
didn't know she could sing. No, I did not
So
know
I was
she
just
could
playing
sing.
drums with him, but I had just met him, and then I went to this festival, and in the same day, I met two people. I met Ashland, and I met Sonia at that same festival, which was the Susquehanna Music and Arts Festival, which our dear friend Terry Irons runs, who is Sonia's wife. But anyway, that festival, now defunct, was a great festival and had
It really was great.
it was really a very cool songwriter festival.
Yep.
But anyway, we met that day, and her and Mary Beth were recording a new Common Bond album at the time, and so they came up to ask
Do you,
me.
want me to tell the story?
Yeah, you can tell the story. You tell the story
it.
better than me.
Just
Are we still back in 2001?
Yes, this is
Okay.
2001.
I don't know what date it was, but I do know the first time that I heard this woman play drums.
Awesome.
Whatever date that was, whatever day it was, I don't know where the heck I was playing with Mary Beth, but we were
You were at
standing.
SMAF.
I know we were at SMAF, but we were probably on some stage because we were done with our set, so we came to look at yours. I was like, oh, this guy Tom Prasad.
SMAF.
Susquehanna Music and Arts
I'm
Festival.
sitting there
Yes.
going smash.
SMAF. It's the greatest festival with the worst acronym ever.
And it's also
I
the
love it.
worst bug that could ever hit your windshield, and it will never come off ever.
Yeah, never,
you
ever.
know? The
Love
festival
bugs.
will never go out of your mind or your heart, and the bug will never come off if SMAF hits you. But anyway, yeah, so we stand at the back of it's like a barn kind of thing, you know, with seating on the sides, and there's all these chairs in the middle, and then Tom Prasad is up there fronting, and then she's playing the African djembe behind him. And I was 6 feet tall at the time, and Mary Beth, who I was in Common Bond with, she's 5 feet. So she called me big girl. I called her little girl. I'm like, so she gets off, she's coming off stage and everything. I'm like, little girl, you go talk to her because we need percussion, like, you know, on our album that we were finishing like that week. And we were like, oh, we just get her or whatever. And then Mary Beth goes, no, big girl. She tells me, yeah, little girl, you go do it. You do it. So finally I went, okay, I'll go talk to her. Come on, let's go. And then remember how when we were in high school and we used to shove people into the rooms, like, hi. And then we were supposed to have the bathroom pass and all. Oh, I so did that. I shoved Mary Beth right into Laura Cerulli, and she's like, hi. Well, you know what? That was a Sunday, and she was in our studio by Wednesday.
Yeah, that
recording
Wednesday I was recording their
percussion.
album.
Nice.
Percussion
And
on
we're in
their
the
album.
control room and everything. I'm laying on my back because I'm like tired, and I've got the talkback mic right here. And Laura goes from the other side. She's like, hey, do you want any vocals laid in? I could lay in some vocals if you want.
I could put some harmonies on here for you.
And I was like, I looked at Mary Beth. She looked at me, and she's like, Mary Beth was like, and I was like, no, that's okay. We got it.
So up to this point, you hadn't heard her sing yet.
Didn't know she could sing. I
That's
thought she could
right.
bang on the drum, but
Right,
not
you're
everybody
like-
that plays drums can sing.
Shit, right.
So 2 years later, we find the CD she gave us when we were cleaning out the van.
the van. They
Right.
found
And played
like, my
it.
CD.
Going to the same festival we're singing with her.
Right.
And I had Mary Beth DePompa stop that van at the top of the hill. I saw her standing next to the stage down there. I went like my heels were touching my butt. I was NCAA Division I volleyball back in the day, and I was just like, whoa, all down there, just whoa, 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 right at her, and I just jumped on her, and I was like, "You didn't tell me you could sing. How dare you?"
I said I could put in some harmonies.
Then
Come on.
all these years later, I'm like, "What did you think when I was coming at you at full tilt?" And she goes, "Brace."
Division I volleyball for who?
NCAA, yes.
Appalachian State.
That's wild. So you guys meet. You realize she can sing. When does the actual band?
Yeah, this is 2001, I think.
So Common Bond disbanded in
2014,
2014.
but
no.
The next year we were at the same festival, didn't we? And then we played one of her songs and she came up and sang it.
Common Bond disbanded like in 2005 or 4.
Anyway, I don't.
Anyway,
2014 is a big difference.
yeah, 2004.
I
And then Ashland went solo for a
of
couple of years.
Yeah.
Like she was just doing a solo thing for a few years, and I would come and like back her up when I had time or whatever. And then in 2008, I was in Australia with Disappear Fear, and we spent from Christmas till like early February down there. And when at the end of that tour, Sonia was going on to New Zealand for a month and I was coming back. And I, at this time I'm a full-time musician. So I was like, well, I got to do something or I'm going to be out of work for a month, and the mortgage still has to get paid and whatever else. So I called her and I was like, hey, when I get back from Australia, do you want to play a month of shows together? And she was like, okay. So while I was on tour, I booked us a tour, when I got back, and so we started playing together then, and then it was sort of like, wow, this is really working well. So it was sort of like that year things kind of were gelling and it was getting good, and we decided that fall, October, this month is our 17-year anniversry of that.
So there's no way in the world that 2014 could have been the end of Common Bond.
No, it was 2004. It was 2004.
Never been good
You're
at math
off by a decade, but
I
that's
will
okay.
say that I was with Common Bond for 14 years, and
Right,
maybe
that's what it
where
was.
Right.
That's where the
that was
14
it. I don't
comes
know.
from. Yes.
So when you say you were coming back from Australia, you booked the tour without even like having a show officially, or did you come home? You guys kind of
we had been
rehearsed?
playing a little
Right, I
bit
guess
as
it's-
Ashland Miller Band, so it was kind of like when we started that spring. It was still Ashland Miller Band.
Right,
So
I got you.
we didn't officially.
You weren't totally
We
jumping
weren't.
in.
I wasn't totally
So
jumping in. But
what
but
did
by
you just?
fall,
You came out of the gate playing. Like, did you have songs? You doing covers?
she had a
Like-
lot of songs, and we had
And
covers.
I made her learn them.
We
Right.
had covers between us.
Yeah.
Like I had a bunch in Cerulean Groove, my old band that was the first band that I fronted myself.
Right.
In that band, I had a bunch of originals and also a bunch of cover songs, and then she had a bunch of original and cover songs. So then we just had to get together and rehearse and get through all the stuff because she had to learn. She had more to learn than I did because she had to learn all the guitar parts.
And I
to all the
I
songs.
will say this. I've played in a certain vein, a certain way, and exercised the outwards of those veins with lessons and everything else, all the way up until I was not confronted until I pushed myself towards this.
Right.
Her. So ever since I've been playing with Laura Cerulli, I feel like my playing has changed in a different way. It's not going to be better or worse. It's just different because now I have different soul pops. I have different soul beats. I have different, I always did the like I went through all that too. Went to school for music industry studies. We had to learn one instrument of every instrument in the orchestra. We had to learn how to play it. So anyway, ever since I've played with Laura, my playing style has changed for the better, as I would say. And it's a drastic change from where I came from before I was with Mama's Black Sheep.
Yeah, you guys have a very unique sound. It's like, it's swampy.
No, yeah, I read that. I mean, it's got like an island
One of our
vibe.
sound engineers' name was Swampy.
Is that right?
Swampy.
Yeah.
Well, my
Yeah.
nickname was Swamp Thing when I used
Yeah,
to
like a
live in
New
Elberries.
Orleans style,
Yeah,
revival
Southern blues.
vibrations,
Right.
you know.
Swampy ran
I like
sound for us.
Swampy.
Yeah, his name was Swampy because he used to love
Oh,
to
wait
play.
a minute. You're serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
that was his name.
He was from
Swampy.
I didn't
New
know.
Orleans, and he was a great sound engineer.
Well, it's funny
in
because
Ohio.
I literally wrote New Orleans style island life. You started breaking down into like a second line beat almost like at one point in island life. It's just you girls have a real unique style.
Thank
And
you.
Thank you so
And
much.
We,
Miss-
we like a
Mississippi,
lot
too.
of different kinds of music.
Yeah, it
so-
shows. The one song you played, the last song you played was fucking
Fly.
epic.
Yeah.
Like,
Fly, that's one of Ash's, yeah.
We were up there
Thanks.
listening, and
I was
at
hoping
the end
that
of
it'd
it,
blow them out of the water upstairs because it gets pretty loud.
Yeah.
well, no, yeah, well, Wheel, when Wheel's like, it was good. That means it's phenomenal. It's like I'm up there going, holy shit. Wheel's like,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good.
And so that means it was incredible. Yeah.
And on Mississippi on the album has horns and everything.
Oh, yeah,
Like the
we-
end of that
I
song
wish we had the
goes
horns
into
here.
like the
Wow.
French. It's like you're walking down the French Quarter. Like the way
Nice.
that song just
that's
picks
what we
up
want.
in the
That's
album.
what we wanted it to feel
Nice.
like.
And then speaking of island, what the hell?
Island life.
Island Life. Who does that feature on the album?
That is Kurt Schindler. He's
Yeah.
he's a musician in St. Croix. He's a great musician.
He's a
Yeah,
mad
it's
player,
awesome.
like holy
he is
ripping the
really
pants.
he's really a great player.
Totally
he's a
tasteful.
songwriter and
So
singer.
good.
Does a whole lot of stuff, but he plays like a nylon string guitar most of the time, and he does all this crazy looping stuff. And
And he has all the classical,
he can
felt
play
forward
everything,
stuff
too. He's like one of
with
those
the nails
guys.
and all that.
the first time we saw him, he was like sitting at some bar playing, and I was like, let's sit and watch this guy for a few minutes. And we sat and we were watching him, and he was playing like he had his looper on, so he like set it up on bass. He had a bass sitting there, so he set it up on bass, and then he's adding some percussion things while he's like moving to picking the next instrument up and whatever.
Right.
And then he's playing guitar and singing, and he was doing some cover of it was like a Peter Gabriel. It was like In Your Eyes or something like that.
Right.
And he this asshole, we get to the chorus.
violin.
He picked up a flute and took a fucking solo on the flute. I was like, dude,
Wow.
you're a monster.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's a really incredible musician. But yeah, he was
No
kind enough.
F-bombs, all right?
He was kind enough to fly those tracks up to us. We shot him down, the digital recording, and told him what we were thinking, and he just threw that in there for us.
It's great. I
He
loved
did great.
it. Like it came out of nowhere in the song. It
Yeah,
was
he did great.
Yeah, and the one song, the Mississippi song I wrote, has the epicness of Black Water. Like it's got, it feels
Yeah.
swampy and
Nice.
good and
Thank
real.
you.
And-
Yeah.
yeah, I mean
Love
I
that.
mean that
Love it.
as a compliment. Like, yeah,
Thank you
That
so
is
much.
that's a huge compliment.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Now, Miss Ashland, you mentioned a couple times, and we don't judge, we actually dig this kind of talk, but spiritual linkage. Did you grow up in a spiritual house, or like,
I did. I grew up in Greensboro, North Carolina. I think I mentioned, and so we were always at church every Sunday.
Southern Baptist? Or?
No, we were the 11th largest Presbyterian church in America at the time. And so I was in the choir, I was in like the group, I was in the choir practice, I was all of that. Plus I was also an athlete. I played all the sports and everything. My mom just got so tired of driving me around and everything.
Right.
She was
But see,
like-
now that's why your voice is you were choir rocking at a
don't know,
young
but, like,
age. And, yeah.
you know, we held like 400, maybe 5 or something, in all the pews. And my family had the 4th pew on
Wow.
the left-hand side. And we would sit right towards the edge.
Nice.
So my granddad, my grandma, and then me, I would sit right by my grandmother. She had these red nails, and she would scratch my leg. And she would hand me a Tic Tac to keep me from fidgeting when I'm like 4, because I'm just like.
Right.
But when I got baptized,
Still like that.
I still am like
I
that.
don't
really
believe
am. But anyway, when I got baptized, they're holding me up there. You know, Dr. Mullins is getting ready to anoint me like they do with the Presbyterian. And Frank Pethel is the organist, and almost interrupted the anointing because I was screaming so loud, not understanding why I was in front of all these people and they're all staring at me and I didn't understand, right? This is before I could even talk. And he goes, I don't know who that woman is, but whenever she grows up, she's going to be in my choir. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So there's that. And then I love that song by Sia, I Want to Swing from the Chandelier.
I love that song too.
And
My
here's
wife
why.
hates it, but I love it.
I love it because I'm going to land the plane right now.
Yep.
I used to be up in the choir loft in
Right.
this huge Presbyterian church. It still stands in Greensboro, North Carolina. It would take you at least, 45 minutes to walk through to an hour to walk through every room. It
Damn.
takes up 2 blocks and it's like
Damn.
huge. Anyway, I'm up in the choir loft and I'm just thinking, they had these beautiful chandeliers hanging down, but there was like a little ball and a tassel. And I'm thinking, if I could hang on that ball and then get her swinging and get her swinging, and then I could get to the next one, and I'd be like a monkey swinging and swinging and swinging through the sanctuary. Oh, that would be great. I totally can't stand that. Like what is it? American Ninja Warrior wasn't out back then,
right.
because that might have
Yeah,
been
you
me.
would have cleaned up.
No,
Might have
we
been
just
me.
had Gladiator.
Yeah, something like that.
American
Gladiator.
Right. Sable. Yeah, that's good shit. So you just have always been involved in a spiritual sense, and since a young age, you've just carried it with you.
I have.
Has music ever crossed paths with spirituality in your head? Like, do you ever attribute music and spirituality together?
I have, but I'm the kind of Christian that likes to let that back door squeak a little bit when you come in. I don't want to slam anybody in the face
Sure.
with like how great God is and this and that. And
Absolutely.
But yeah, all of the music that I write has some sort of backdoor kind of thing,
Connection.
if you will. But
Nice.
the reason that I didn't completely go music industry studies was because when I was like 17, junior high school, I submitted something to the National Scholastic Art Awards because I was kind of proficient that way. And then I also asked God, I was like, well, if you give me a voice, I'll sing and I'll do this. If you give me a Scholastic Art Award, I'll be that kind of artist, because I know I want to be an artist, you know. And did not win the Scholastic Art Award, and I got a voice. Woo!
Right.
I was
Good for you.
driving down Dover, not Buckingham, and I got the voice. And so I'm like, okay, I'll sing, and that's what I'll do. And I'll write music, and that's what I will do. I pulled over, and I was just like crying and crying. Oh my God, it just touched my soul so deeply. So even when it was hard, even when it made me want to throw up and do the other thing all at the same time because I was so shy, I made myself listen to God's word, and I did it.
Nice.
For all these
That's
years.
a hell of a testament.
That is what you do.
Yeah, that's good
That's
stuff.
what I was built to do.
Miss
Yep.
Laura, did you have any kind of spiritual upbringing, or was it,
I was raised Catholic, and
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
And we are all so sorry.
as in, like you went to Catholic school and stuff?
No,
or
I
just,
did not. I never went to
just
Catholic
raised
school.
Catholic.
I was raised
That's what Laura
Catholic,
That's
did,
me.
right?
and
I'm sorry.
you know, there's a lot I dislike about the Catholic Church,
Sure.
which we won't get into that now.
Sure.
But
Well, they don't have fun with music the way other
generally not. But the but the having that background in the Catholic Church with going to mass and hearing the songs and doing, music has always been something that I was interested in. So when I did go to church as a child, the music was always my favorite part, even though there really wasn't a ton in,
Right.
it was in Latin. And,
Right.
I'm like, oh.
Right. It wasn't slamming stuff.
It wasn't like,
Right.
Right.
But every once in a while, some song would come along, and I'm like, oh, I know this one, and I love this one, and you know what I
Nice.
mean. And that it was an opportunity to sing with other people and listen to the voices fill a space like
Sure.
that, which is it is a spiritual thing and a really cool thing to have all these voices singing together with one purpose.
Yeah, and it matters viscerally. If you're in the room,
Yeah.
you can feel it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
It's good stuff. Yeah, well, we always like to kind of just, throw a couple lines of spirituality because part of the impetus of the show was drums are the most important instrument in mankind, in human history. Fuck man. In human history. And so, that was the original part of the show. And then Will was like, you ought to just make it about more than that. Because, we always like to just kind of ask, if anybody cares in that realm.
I do believe, though, that drums came first, like the chicken or I think drums came first.
Oh yeah,
I really think
so
they did.
Miss Ashland, they did, and there. I'm not sure, Laura, you might have looked into all this stuff, but the church music was so boring because drums weren't allowed in the church.
That's right.
And so they were relegated to the battlefield, and so the rhythm wasn't there, but the drums existed before the church, and ironically, strangely enough, women did a lot of the religious ceremonies pre-Christian using the drum to froth the masses into ceremony and dancing and spirituals.
Yeah, dance and drumming were never separated back in the original, music in its original forms.
Right.
Dance and music always went together. Dance and drumming always went together.
Right.
And culturally, we've gotten way far away from that now, but you feel it in your body when you hear somebody playing drums. For me, the djembe was such a shift in how I interpret music, how I play music, how I wanted to write music. Playing that drum just changed my whole thing. That's when my kit really transformed too. You
had a primal connection.
Yeah, there's something really special about the djembe for me, and everybody has their thing.
Sure, no, I love that.
The djembe is such an amazing drum, just the way it makes you feel.
Right.
And
well, that's wonderful stuff. I mean, that's what we're talking about, and I do think a lot of people, somebody we had in, and they were like, no, the voice was first. So I'm like, no, your heart has to beat in order for you to live, in order for you to have a voice. Melody is always the sauce over top of the rhythm. The rhythm we have to have. The algorithm's fucking everything up right now. The rhythm is the answer. It's we just have to steer it into more positive lights.
And I do believe that the drumming, it comes from soul, it comes from heart, it comes from God, it comes,
Absolutely.
And I also very fervently believe that whomever started stringed instruments was left-handed, because it is so much harder
That's so funny.
to do all of this than it is to do this.
Right.
So they were saving their right hand for something else, and then they made their left hand do all this. That's only my opinion.
Well, then you got to look into them flamenco cats.
Right.
They go all fine.
That's true. Both hands are doing all the things.
Or even the Indian tabla drummers.
Oh, yeah. Or sitar players. Holy crap.
And then some of my people, the people that I've given lessons to and stuff like that, and they're left-handed, and they're like, oh, well, maybe I should play it this way. I'm like, no, you should play the way that it was built, just for you, not for the rest of us.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's wonderful.
Yeah. So with you guys, you said you both, when you got together, you both you had your own songs, you had your own songs. What do you guys, how's the process work now? As far as songwriting, music, lyrics, everything.
We still typically we will individually write a song, and then we will arrange the song together. However, we did start in about 20. I think it took us till what
it took you that long to convince
2014
me?
Or so till we actually co-wrote a song.
Because I was like, no, not doing it.
Really?
You heard her play the drums and sing. I'm like, I'm not touching that. No.
She didn't think stylistically we could write a song together.
That's what I convinced her. But I was just terrified, honestly.
So Spoonin' that we did today, the Spoonin' was our first co-write. We wrote that together.
It was 2 different floors of the house via text message, I think.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We texted most of that. Writing that.
That's fucking awesome.
From 2 different rooms in the house. And then the second one was the one that we did the kids book for, the Sheep Save Christmas. That was our second co-write.
Yes.
And then This Island Life, which we did for you today as well, is our third co-write.
So
out of a lot of songs.
So a couple things. Well, let's talk about the children's book.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't, give me the lowdown. How did, like, you just decided to write a children's book? Or
No,
how does
no,
that,
no. The song
first.
came first. We were writing. Ashland, over a period of years, talked me into recording a holiday album.
That was my next question, is the Christmas album.
I did not want to do a Christmas album. I didn't want to do it. I just didn't. I was like, this is just like fluff and filler, and we don't need to do it. She's like, it would be really fun,
and it would be
if
really
we
good.
did a Christmas album. It would be really fun,
People
and your
like
your mom would love it. And, like,
My
she
mom
was
would
just like
love
giving me
it.
all these reasons why I needed to do it. And so finally, I got tired of listening to her. Honestly, I was like, okay, fine. We'll talk to Tony and we'll get it set up to go record this thing. So we had a blast.
It's fucking great.
We had a blast with this album. It is
Tony is deep in studio.
Tony Corelli, deep in studio. He's phenomenal. But we just had so much fun. We called up all of our favorite musicians that we love to play with, and had everybody come in and do stuff on it. So we have lots of guests on the album, and we had such a good time like recording it. It was one of the most enjoyable studio experiences I think we've ever had.
Were you like, see?
Right. Told you
I
it'd be fun.
I still do not enjoy being in a studio. I never will.
No, she's not a
I
studio.
feel like
I'm
it's
the same way.
It's a
Ashland.
hot box. I'm made to sit there and do that. And,
It's a pressure cooker.
But when I listen back to it, I'm like, wow, that
Wow.
wasn't half bad.
Yeah.
Wow, how about that? Yeah.
So yeah, that album of all of our albums, it's still one that I'm most proud of. I'm just because of the diversity of the arrangements and like all the different players in it. We just had a blast.
And your mental evolution through the whole process.
We had a blast doing it.
right.
But we had this binder, and we had decided that we were doing this album. I had relented. We had the things. We were working out arrangements of songs and blah 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 blah. And we were down in the Outer Banks, and playing some music down there, some different stuff while we were on tour. And I was like, we got to take a day and just figure out we need something to tie this album together. We need one more thing that's an original song that's special for this. And so we talked about it for a while and thought that we would do something kind of funny and silly. And then over this long week in the Outer Banks, the song came out. And we played it for a few friends down there.
A few friends. It was a marathon pacer and now the international fire chief. Yeah. A few friends.
Friends that we were staying with. We played it for them first, and we were like, "What do you guys think?" And they were like, "This is amazing. You have to do it." And we were like, "Okay." So we had the cover of the album already created. A friend of ours who's a chalk artist down in Northern Virginia, she had I said, we want to have the cover of the album, since it's a Christmas album, we want it to be like Santa's sleigh coming across the night sky, but with a flock of black sheep instead of reindeer. That we had that concept before we wrote the song. And so the song became answering the question, what happened to Santa and where are the reindeer?
Right.
Nice.
That's
what the song is.
Are
it's the
9
answer
black
to that
sheep
question.
carrying Santa's sleigh across the sky.
Right.
Nice. So you even had a concept to go with it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good shit.
So
That's wonderful.
it just turned into this fun, silly thing. And then after the album was out, we were like, this could be a really fun song for kids because it's silly and cute, And so we had an illustrator do the illustrations for the whole book.
Nice.
And put out this kid's book that's, is basically the song.
That's awesome.
But it comes with a sing-along CD and stuff with that.
Really?
Yeah.
And then
I
you
always
can
liked to sing
read
along.
along and sing along because the CD's in the back, so you can put it. But now the CD players are pretty much obsolete, and CDs are obsolete. We want to reprint the book, but we're not quite
sure. The book's
sure.
being reprinted for this holiday tour. We're gonna
Nice.
have copies of the book available again, with CDs, but I think we might put a little sticker in there with a
US
or like a QR code
to where you can
where you can
just
download
grab
or
that one song
Right.
or whatever.
listen to it.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, because again, you're cutting your market off if you
Right.
don't just have it, even though it's obnoxious. And
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, why not just offer it? You ladies have mentioned the St. Croix circuit, the island circuit a few times.
The island.
How do you get that gig, or talk to me about that? A little
Oh,
bit.
that was a hard one.
To
Thing.
lock down.
Yes. Well, Ashland had played down there back in the 90s, I
St.
guess.
Croix specifically, or
Yeah.
just the
St. Croix
okay.
specifically.
Yeah, there was a guy down there. I was like I said, I was in Alexandria, Virginia for a little while, and then Common Bond played New Year's Eve somewhere around there in Northern Virginia, and some guy that lived on St. Croix came up to us New Year's Eve and said, "Hey, do you want to come to St. Croix and sing?" And I was like, I didn't speak very
Right.
well when I was younger. I don't speak that well right now, but
Oh, you're fine.
anyway, thank you.
Fine.
Speaking the words has been difficult, but writing them has always been easier. Anyway, so we ended up, Mary Beth and I went down there and we sang for a number of weeks, and it was amazing. Amazingly hot and amazingly challenging and amazing all the way around. So I always remembered that. And then in 2008, when Laura and I started being a band together, I was just like, listen, we have got to go to St. Croix. We just have to go. It's great. And I said, I can't guarantee we'll make any money there, and we'll probably sweat our butts off, but let's go.
So 2009 was our first year down. We went for a week, and we were basically just going on vacation. It was really, we weren't planning on making any real money off of it.
Right.
It was just vacation. We went, and we had friends that lived there on the island that Ashland knew. And
Didn't it take them like an hour and a half to come over?
oh yeah, it took him
2
forever. Island time is a real deal
Island-
thing.
it's a
Like,
real
that's
deal.
So I mean,
Like,
Saint-
it
I
gets
haven't
done-
been to St. Croix. Is it? I mean, is it? I mean,
It gets done when
it's
we're
fantastic.
there's
finished.
resorts, there's towns, there's
Well,
everything.
there
or-
are two
or-
towns, and
there's
there's like one or
everything.
two resorts.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of.
Smaller,
It's
not
a
too chitty chatty,
Right.
like St. Thomas, the larger,
Yeah.
taller. Yeah, not,
yeah. It's St. Croix is
Little
the
quieter.
biggest island of the U.S. Virgin Islands,
Mm-hmm.
but it was never designed as a tourist destination.
Right.
It was set
I
up
guess
as
I've seen it.
it's
I've
an
been on St.
agricultural
Thomas.
and industrial island first.
Gotcha.
So there is tourism there, but that was never its primary thing. You know,
Right.
like St. Thomas, St. John are much
So
more.
you're not going there to play for tourists, more basically.
We are.
Somewhat,
We
but-
are, but there's a lot of locals too.
Right.
So
Right.
so we went for a week first year. We played one house concert for friends who showed up 2 hours late. And
And
then
this is back in 2009.
2009.
Yeah, I wish that I had one of your little creature thingies you hear.
Yeah, they were really late. But they eventually showed. We played, met some people, whatever, and they were like, you guys should come down next year and like book some shows and whatever. So the next year we came back, we booked 2 weeks of, we had like 5 shows or 6 shows in 2
Did
weeks.
you take your set down there, or you
Uh-huh.
used? Wow. All right.
Yep. I'd take my kit.
Nice.
And we shipped a tiny, horrible sound system down there.
Right.
It was awful.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
It was awful. And
ugly. Sounded
Tell me
awful.
what you really feel.
you know how those little little like,
Craptastic.
horrible Fender click together
Yucky.
to speaker things.
Yeah.
And it's like gray
This was
carpet
like
on the outside.
half as good as that.
Wow.
Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a it was a horrible.
It was like the one she had in
It was
high school.
It was it was
College?
horrible. Yeah, I bought it like to. I don't even know why I bought it. But anyway, we took it down there. We played through this horrible sound system for 2 years.
Damn.
And
So you live down there?
no. I mean,
you're
for
just saying in
for 2
general.
seasons.
I was like, holy.
So we went down for 2
seasons.
weeks the next year. Played
And
like
then
5 or
3
6
weeks the
years.
third year.
Then 3 weeks the third year.
But
then
we bought
4
like
weeks the
a
fourth year.
tiny little mixing board that we could plug into there.
Yeah, it was
Had four channel.
stupid. It was the stupidest setup. But anyway, we were basically playing acoustic, but with our voices
Right.
in the monitor
Yeah.
and some guitar in there, sort of when it worked.
Yeah.
So anyway,
And
then,
it was a hit. People were digging it.
well,
Not
it was
exactly.
fine. Like it took us years, like till probably till year
4
5
or 5 to really hit.
5 or 6 to really like start
Okay.
where we actually got to a place where we could break even.
Right.
Nice.
Okay.
But
know?
like year 4 is when we felt like we were starting to hit down there, and so we invested and bought speakers.
Yeah, we bought actual
A good
speakers
sound
Yeah.
that
system.
stayed there. I mean,
And
it's
they
not as
live
good as our
there.
touring
Stayed
system
there.
here, but
Stayed
it
where?
it stays there on
in
the
St.
island.
Croix.
Friends.
We have a
With
whole
friends.
system that
Yeah.
lives there now.
That's
but
good.
then like the 5th year, and we go down to St. Croix, and everybody's like, "Wow,
Wow, you guys sound
you
great.
sound so good."
That's so funny.
You must have been
And of course-
practicing.
And,
we're like,
and I'm
"Mm,
just like, "Oh,
amazing what a little
man,
bit of
it was just
amplification
so
will do
much,
for your
but-
sound."
Right.
Yeah, we've been working at it.
Sound really matters.
We just got new speakers,
yeah.
and then we donated that speaker system, the little crappy one she was talking about, for bingo.
For bingo night at one of the
Nice.
bars.
And it
Has
works
to-
Just one
perfectly.
voice, it works
for
fine for that.
Right.
Right.
It works great at the Lions Club.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Right.
There's no Lions Club. Though.
So yeah, so it was a long building process, but now this is year 16 that we'll be
Wow.
going down this winter.
yeah.
And I mean, are
And,
you going down for like 16 weeks now?
We go
like,
8 we go 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
8 weeks. We've been
I
at
mean, that's
we've
wonderful.
been at 8 weeks for a few years now.
And
We-
when is this?
This is mid-January to mid-March. We usually leave right after MLK and get back right after St. Patty's.
And,
That's
and
so
you
fun.
have friends. I mean, do you guys have a place in St. Croix?
We do
now?
not yet. Someday we might have a place there that's actually
So
our
where
place.
do you stay?
We stay with friends part of the time, and we rent a house part of the time.
Okay.
And we have like friends, family.
Dude, that's got to be
fans
a
come down.
blast.
That's
It is-
awesome.
It is. It is by far the most taxing tour we do all year long.
We
It
sing
is
more down there.
physically
Oh my God.
demanding more
So
than
8 weeks. How many gigs?
30 and
30
60 days,
31.
31 and 63 days.
31
this year.
gigs.
Usually 30 and 60. Like and some like prior to that, when we were younger, we would do like 2 a day, and I'm like,
Yeah, we don't do doubles anymore.
and there
We're
was
too old
a
for that.
point at which
And how long's the average gig?
3 to 4 hours.
3 to 4. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regular gig.
right.
There was a
Good
point at
stuff.
which I had to say to Laura, I'm like, listen, if you book us like that again, you're not only going to have to find a new singer, but a new guitar player. Oh my God, because I cannot do it. Physically, I cannot.
She was not having it.
Right.
I mean, do you have some like regulars that have been following you like the whole time?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God, and they're so faithful and so
Really?
loyal. We love them. We
one
have,
of our besties
family.
moved down there.
yeah, they're like friends and
retired
family
down
to
there.
us.
That's awesome.
You know,
so they
so-
can see you.
Yep. So
a
we get to
couple
see her
weeks-
when we're
yeah.
down there, and
That's
As a matter of
awesome.
fact, like for the
That's
first
really
first
cool.
week or so of August, or this past year, it was the after Labor Day week. We go down there for a whole week on our vacation just so we can
That's
spend time
vacation.
with them
Nice.
because we're working the whole time that we're there.
So you're 8
Right,
weeks.
right.
You go down there 8 weeks, play, and then you go back for vacation.
yeah,
just 1 week of vacation in
Yeah,
the summer.
that- that makes
that's the
sense.
only vacation we take
Yeah,
all year.
you
Yeah,
guys
because
are-
you're in
you
your
guys are
head the
like-
whole time.
that's-
if you have
exactly.
gigs.
I mean, you
That's
gotta
living
go,
the
go, go.
dream.
You know,
It's
set
a-
up,
it's
figure
a
out
lot
if it's
of
gonna
living
rain. Is it
the
not gonna rain? Is
dream.
there gonna
It's
be
a
a rainbow
lot of
after the
freaking
rain?
work
Are you
down
gonna
there.
see the green flash? You know,
Right,
there's
We
all
are
these
busy,
things to
busy,
think about.
busy. So
Right.
it's good. You know, we can't complain. It's not for everybody for sure.
No, yeah, but that's
But
wonderful.
But
and
for
like
us,
I
it
said,
has turned into a
your
I mean,
guys'
do you-
sound is fucking
Do
great.
you see bands like come in and try and do it also, or I mean, you guys aren't the only band, obviously.
St.
down
Croix
there.
isn't really the island that most people try for.
Right.
St. Thomas makes a lot more sense for
Yep.
for bands that just want to give it a shot.
Right.
Because a lot of the venues there have sound, like they have
Right.
sound systems already in the venue. St. Croix has nothing already in the venue. You got to bring everything.
Right.
Do you
So-
play on other islands, or is this just St. Croix?
No, just St.
we have
Croix.
more work than we can handle. on
Once we
St.
set our
Croix,
roots
so.
in, there we go.
Yeah, so
That's
now
awesome. 8 weeks.
now it's like a thing down there. You know, it's like people are like, we're getting ready for sheep
Yeah,
season.
that's
know.
so
Really?
fun.
Like, they film us.
We're
our
like minor
plane
celebrities
landing.
You
on
guys
that
like the
island.
Beatles in
Yeah.
St. Croix.
Did you just hear
crazy.
it? She said they filmed the plane landing.
They
They do.
That's
and we
awesome.
were
That's
just able to
incredible.
film the
Well, we were
plane.
on
They're
vac-
like, the sheep are here.
I know we were on
Dude, that's
vacation,
amazing.
like it was last year, year before. I don't remember when, but we go into this restaurant and they all stood up and started clapping.
That's
And we were
so
like,
fun.
holy crap.
Yeah,
I'm
good
like,
for
wow,
you guys.
Yeah,
That's
it's,
awesome.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's very cool, and we try, and they are so kind down there. Like, people are so wonderful to us that we have really tried to do a lot for them.
Sure.
Like help out in any way that we can
Give
while
back.
we're there.
Yep.
Sure.
Ashland's thing is there's lots of puppies. There's
Mm-hmm.
so many puppies on the island.
Women's Coalition, puppies.
We work with the Animal Welfare Center, and a couple of different
Cruz
rescue
Santos
groups.
and Rough Start. She does.
We do work for Women's Coalition and for.
You organize the pier cleanup and the
we
turtle
organize
rescue.
a cleanup there with the sea turtle.
Why are there so many puppies? Are there a lot of wild dogs?
The West Indies, they don't believe in fixing the moms.
Spaying
they don't believe in spaying or neutering
so
or anything.
It's way overpopulated, and trying to. There's a cultural dynamic to it, and there's a money dynamic to it.
I mean, there could be worse places to be than an island full of puppies.
Well, that's true. Except that they don't get
taken
care
except
of.
they're feral.
And they're
I was trying to think happy thoughts about the puppies.
It's a
like
tough,
having them run up to me on the beach.
It's a very tough situation, and they are working. There's so many groups working on, working with the local population to educate and to they have lots of like free spay clinics and things like that.
Right.
But if you're uninterested in doing that,
it's a cultural thing.
There's a cultural aspect to it.
Yeah. I mean that. Yeah.
So it's tough.
I can see the problem.
It's tough to be a puppy in St. Croix, but so they have a lot of exporting of puppies, and people can take them on the plane, and then a volunteer will come pick the puppy up from you at the airport. So you just
are they
act like
a specific breed of dog?
Puppy mule.
Wow, yeah.
They're Crucian.
They're coconut hounds. We call them coconut hounds. They're all mutts.
Cruzan is pronounced Crucian instead of Cruzan. Like you see the
rum,
Cruzan
like
rum.
Right.
No, it's Crucian.
Crucian
Like going in Rome, do as the Romans.
Even the rum's Crucian?
Cruzan.
It's
all
Crucian. It's Crucian. Crucian, the people is Crucian. Crucian, the rum is Cruzan.
I definitely say Cruzan.
Yeah, it's Crucian.
But
anyway,
that means that Davis, you've got to call him to St. Croix.
That's right.
Oh,
Hey, we will let Sanity Lounge cover the next tour.
There you go.
Sanity
Lounge, come down, cover the tour.
Yeah.
I know
love
people
it.
in radio down there. Why not?
Oh my God, that would be fun.
That would be so fun.
We used to do
Amanda would be
radio at
like,
like
what?
8 in the morning. What was it with Rocky? Yeah, it was great.
That's awesome, man. You guys like set up your own like yearly fun
it
run.
makes
Although
it makes
it's
a
work.
lot,
I mean,
it makes
it's hard
a lot
work.
of business sense for us too,
Sure.
because getting people out here in January,
Right.
February, when it's cold and icy and rainy.
Absolutely.
I mean, God forbid somebody had a car accident on the way to a show or something.
Sure. Right.
We would feel terrible.
Sure.
So it's better to go somewhere. We always try and travel with the weather. So our touring schedule throughout the year, we often move with the weather. If it's cold, if it's burning hot here, we go somewhere cooler. We'll go up to New England. If
That's
it's
so funny. It's so smart.
Right. Yeah,
if it's freezing here, we go somewhere
Everybody
warmer.
does.
It just makes sense.
Smart.
It's like lowercase with their little southern
Yeah, they-
Yeah,
Florida
it just
tour.
makes sense.
That's really cool. So what genre would you define your music as?
That's an excellent question. Do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, and do you have any thoughts?
Swamp
So,
Revival.
Swamp Revival?
I like
Yeah,
Swamp
Revival.
Revival. I read.
Style.
I was just reading, and everybody throws around the term Americana, and I don't even know what it means.
Right, exactly.
feels right.
Everybody
It
does
feels-
throw it around.
I think it's just
where,
like a lazy description of something.
That's where if we were to submit something to radio, that's where we get thrown in.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean,
we're not pop, but
we're not
we
folk.
have pop sensibility, but we're not
rock.
folk because we're too.
Yeah, I
We're
wrote
not
down a
blues.
bunch of
We're
stuff
not-
like southern rock, funk, soul.
Yeah, there's some
country
soul,
elements.
country.
There's kind of
there's
blues.
country
all
elements.
over
Now,
the
come
place.
on.
all over the place.
It is a
Oh,
little
yeah.
all over the place.
Island
New Orleans
island
stomp.
vibes,
Yeah.
Caribbean.
It's a little bit of everything because we're a little bit of everything.
Caribbean.
Caribbean, yeah.
I like Caribbean.
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 Carabiner is the kind of thing that keeps you from falling off a mountain. When you got a
Right.
belay line, you need that carabiner locking kind.
Yeah,
That's
funny.
that little like Caribbean.
right.
You know me. I'm not. You say no way, but I don't know much about the outdoor shit. You know what I mean?
What?
Yeah, you say you say no
Dave,
way, but where Davis? Are you good or you got other stuff?
No, I think I actually went through all of
I
my
went
notes.
through mine too. All right, so ladies, we'd like to wrap it up by not wrap
really
it up,
wrap it,
but
just
wind
change
it
the
down
subject.
We know how to
by
rap.
talking movies. We don't rap here. I mean, we love rap.
Laura and I know how to
can't
rap.
rap. Yeah.
We knew a free
We're
stuff.
gonna talk
Laura,
movies?
If you have a top
Shout out
three,
Jimmy Ackerman.
We love Jimmy Ackerman. If you have a top 3 film or television shows, if you can top 3 to 5, it doesn't,
It's so hard.
It is hard.
Well, I do have one top film.
Well,
I
we'll
could-
get
start-
if you want to start. If
Do you
you,
wanna
You
have-
start because
Yeah.
I have to
Start.
think. I need a moment to wrap my brain around
One of my
that.
very, very favorite movies is Shawshank Redemption.
Yep, that's a good one.
And that became my very favorite movie before I realized that the very last scene was on St. Croix.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Red's
Yeah,
fixing,
right,
Red's fixing
right.
the boat.
When
Yeah.
Red's
when Red
fixing-
and Andy
yeah,
meet,
and then,
Yep, that's in St. Croix.
That's St. Croix, and
That's
they
so
have
fun.
that on Google Maps as where the last scene of
Right.
Shawshank
Shawshank
Redemption.
that's awesome.
Is the boat
Yeah.
sitting there? No.
No.
It's not
No,
like a
I
tourist
don't
spot
think
now.
so.
No.
The turtles breed there. And we try and help.
Oh,
them.
really?
Yeah.
Wow, so
That's
that's
pretty
serendipity. You loved Shawshank, and then you
And then
you-
end up
right.
there.
That's
yeah,
fun.
right.
Yeah,
It's
that's
total
pretty cool.
serendipitous. It is.
That's awesome. So do you got? Give me another one or two, like
Of
top
movies.
Yeah, top Ashland
TV shows.
of all
It can
times,
be
or
TV.
TV shows.
I think we'll shift to Laura on this, so I can think. How about that?
Okay, that's all right.
Oh, I know what one. I know. I can name what your other favorite movie is.
Well, thanks. I didn't ask
Oh.
you to.
Well,
Think about the holidays and what we watch.
Oh, Love Actually. I love
Love
that
Actually.
one.
Love Actually.
yeah.
Okay, I've never
That's
seen that. Is that
that
Rachel
is a
McAdams? Or who's the
That
Hugh
is
Grant, Hugh.
Hugh
Hugh
Grant.
Grant? Grant Hugh.
Grant.
It's- I love the double
Hugh
entendre
Grant,
where you can go one way or the
Emma
other, that
Thompson.
way or this
Like
way.
Tenant.
What's his face? What is his name? That was
Love Actually. Yeah, I've never seen it.
Was he just passed away 2 years ago.
Oh, great. It's trivia. Hi,
looking
everybody
it
out
up.
there, listen.
Who
Wait, can
just
you raise your
passed-
hand?
It's an amazing cast, actually.
who passed away 2 years ago?
It wasn't
years ago.
Gandolfini.
No,
No.
not
that was like
Gandolfini.
2015.
No, he was in Harry Potter.
Oh,
Richard Harris.
Robbie Coltrane?
No,
Oh.
no.
Okay, this
Michael
says Liam
Gambon?
Neeson.
No.
Liam Neeson
Yeah,
passed away?
Liam.
No,
No,
but
Liam
Liam
Neeson
Neeson is in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
Bill Nye.
Bill
might be.
Nye. Yeah.
Colin
Man, from
Firth.
Harry Potter. From
Colin
Harry
Firth.
Potter.
No. You'll
Let's
get to
see
him.
here, yeah.
Oh. Who
Martin
died?
Freeman. It's the guy that played.
He didn't die.
No, it's the guy that played Snape.
Oh, Alan
Oh.
Rickman.
Alan Rickman.
Yes.
Thank you.
Is
Alan
Rickman in
Yep,
here? How
he
come
sure
I'm not-
is.
I
No, he's
haven't
in
come
there.
across him. I believe you.
He's
Yes,
in
he
there.
is.
Yes, he is. With
Love
Emma Thompson.
Actually.
He's
I don't
married
know
to
if I've
Emma
ever- I don't
Thompson in
think-
the movie, and
I
I
don't know if
love
I've
Emma
ever-
Thompson.
Yeah, I love Emma Thompson.
Yeah, that's a huge.
She's in
cast.
some new
It's
like
it's
thriller
a
coming
killer
out.
cast. The cast is incredible, actually.
Yeah, because even Snape was like way, down,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it was
Yes.
Keira Knightley, Woe Davis,
Oh,
you
yeah,
were
that's great.
Keira
Yeah,
Knightley,
she was great
Yeah.
in it too.
Andrew Lincoln.
Emma Thompson's doing a new movie.
Emma
I
was
love
great.
Emma
Thriller.
Thompson.
I
She's
love
one of my
her.
Takes
favorites.
place in Alaska.
Yeah.
She's one of my
Oh,
favorites.
yeah.
It's got yeah, it looks good.
It does look good.
Looks
She was in
looks
Calendar
intense.
Girls too, wasn't she? Emma
Calendar
Thompson?
Girls,
Calendar
Was she?
Girls.
I don't know.
Calendar Girl.
Calendar
Girls.
It was all
Yep.
the old ladies.
Oh, maybe I didn't see it.
Yeah, that's a good
posing,
one.
like,
Calendar
in their
Girls. They did a
suits.
fundraising
wow.
calendar, like they're all
So it
naked.
was always
That's
men.
fun.
It was always
Yeah, it was
men or whatever, muscle men.
Right.
And then so they're just all like, "Well, this is my natural."
Well, nice.
And then
What
they
was
put
it
out a-
on? What's it on, or where would I find it?
It was out on the
Probably
big
on-
screen.
it
You
was
can
big
Google
screen
it.
movie. Yeah, it's
Calendar
probably
Girls.
on
No, I think it's
Netflix.
I think it's like it's like a movie.
Yeah, I fucking missed
It's like a
it. That
film.
sucks.
That's a
It's
good
film.
one. That's a good one.
So
Calendar
Love
Girls.
Actually is
Love
one
Actually.
of so
But
you
is that a
got
holiday
Shawshank,
movie?
Love
I don't think
Actually.
I've seen that
Yeah.
movie.
It
I don't
is.
think
It's
I've
a
actually.
holiday
I was
seen
saying, I
that
think it's a
movie.
Christmas.
It's a
movie,
Christmas
right?
movie. It's
Right.
one of our staple things we watch at Christmas.
And it just is like, there's all this going on in the news. There's all this stuff. There's all this stuff going on. There's this and there's that, but love actually is around. It could be a mother meeting the father, and they go to Heathrow Airport. It could be
it's a really
sister
cool.
meeting a brother. It could be a lover meeting a lover. It could be a child looking up to an aunt. It could be anything. Love actually is
Nice.
all around. Yeah.
I love
I just
it.
got
It's
chills
a great.
even saying
It's
that.
a great. It's a great movie. You got to watch it if
Yeah.
you've never seen it.
All right, so do you have a third one you can think of, or you can think of for her, or
Or
no?
was that for both of you?
No, I'm just thinking
think
Laura
we're
should
still
go,
at
and
one-
then I'll
one to
because
one.
I
Yeah.
have one chance left.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
think on yours.
yeah, you go
I,
ahead,
I
think
think I
about
got.
it.
I
So
think
we're
I
at
got my three.
2-1. Back to you.
All right, back to me. Back to me. I think definitely in my top 5 of all time, Princess Bride.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Rob Reiner.
Rob Reiner is
Yeah.
the man. That is just one of the
One of the
freaking
greats.
funniest, most wonderful movies ever made.
Yeah, that movie caught me off guard. Like, I was young, 87, I think it came out, and I had no desire to see it. I don't know why. It just, I didn't think it was going to be what it was.
Right.
You know?
Well, nobody
And-
did. Like, even when when it came out, it took years for it to become like
Right.
this cult.
Yeah,
hit.
really, I didn't see it till video.
I think I was really excited to see it because back then I was really into like the WWF and Andre the Giant.
Andre was
Yeah,
in it. Right.
okay.
That is
Yeah.
true. I remember being stoked that
Yeah.
Andre was in it. But even still, like from the beginning to the end, the storytelling in that movie and the way it's
And
shot
Mandy Patinkin.
Mandy
But
Oh,
did he,
Mandy is
did
the
he
man.
do Alienation before that?
after. Because that
After.
was 89.
Yeah, that was one of his.
God, I
It
love
was
Alienation.
87
Earlier.
was Princess Bride and 89 was-
Alienation. I don't. That's like a cult movie.
Yeah, but
People
it's
don't-
hard to find. I think it was 88 actually. It's hard to find. It didn't do
Such
as
a good
well as
movie.
they wanted it to do.
Right.
James Caan.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
Mandy,
Oh, yeah.
Mandy
That's a great
Patinkin
movie.
and James Caan. yeah.
Definitely in my top 5.
Yeah, wonderful pick.
Yeah.
Love
The
Princess.
stories about that movie are great if you watch like interviews and documentaries.
Princess or
especially
Alien Nation?
Princess Bride.
Okay.
That's what we're still talking about.
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
right?
definitely do it. Yeah,
Think
Princess
about
Bride.
Andre the Giant letting out like the 35-second fart or something.
Yes, the man's got legendary gas. You know, makes sense.
Yeah.
He's a
It was
giant.
in it.
Just a great,
Yeah.
just a great movie.
It really is.
Anybody got a peanut?
Right. Inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
Yeah, I love that.
I
guy.
love that.
And
It's so quotable. It's such a quotable movie.
And let me tell you this. 87, I mean, what was I? I guess I was 11 or 12 or something like that. But that old lady in
Oh,
that
yes,
scene
Carol
scared
Kane.
the shit out of me. No.
in the-
boo.
the boo lady.
Boo lady in the town square.
I
I
gotcha.
don't know why, man, but that woman freaked me out when I was a kid.
And Christopher Guest, like he's
Christopher Guest is
incredible.
the man.
Also,
It's another one of those movies with such an all-star, like,
Oh, yeah.
roundup of characters. Like, you just can't go wrong.
Fright
with
Night was before that for Chris Sarandon.
Yep.
Yeah,
Friday Night was 85, I think.
Yes.
But what's funny is Christopher Guest's character, the Duke or whatever the hell he was,
The five-fingered man, yeah.
six-fingered man.
Six-fingered man.
Six-fingered man.
But he said that he based his look and the way he delivered his lines on Alan Watts.
Oh, wow.
And so, like, I don't know if you know, Alan Watts is, he was
psychedelic dude.
he was into. Well, he's like a philosopher from like that. He was one of the first Americans that I think brought like culturally West Taoism and that kind of spiritualism rather than Christianity. But anyway, if you ever listen to recordings of Alan Watts, he sounds exactly like Christopher Guest from
How about
Princess
that?
Bride. Yeah,
Wow.
like and he looks like him. If
Yeah.
you look at pictures
Yeah.
of Watts, so I always thought that
crazy.
was wild. But yeah, great pick.
Yeah.
All right, do you want to list your third one or?
Oh, I was only on 2, I think.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I mean.
Because you
Love
listed one for
Actually,
me, and
yeah.
I still have one. But
Oh, Love
you can go-
Actually. Well, if we count Love Actually for both of us, that's
Well, no,
fine.
you don't have to
I
count it
still
for
have
both
one.
of you.
It's
I'm
fine.
saying, do you want a third one? Like I thought you said you had yours
Oh
ready.
I
can do
have
one,
Holy Grail.
Oh wow, look at you, Monty
a-
Python.
I'm a British humor person.
Nice.
I really
Very
dig.
J.
So, are you a Holy Grail, or do you go Life of Brian? Do you
I
do
like
all
the
of
other
them?
ones too, but Holy Grail is my
The
my
Holy
jam.
Grail,
Is my
right.
jam. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I love the whole
Like
Monty
movies that
Python
I'm
troupe.
like kind of putting scaling this to movies that I could watch repeatedly without getting tired of.
Yeah.
That's what we
Sure.
want.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
if you were on an island and you had
You could
just
only pick
three.
three
Desert
movies.
Island
Yeah.
films.
Sure,
yeah.
sure. Miss Ashland, have you come to a conclusion?
I have.
All right.
So, I have 2 movies that I could watch repeatedly, and one that would be my third. That's going to be The Italian Job.
Oh, like
that's
with
a-
Mark Wahlberg, The Italian Job.
Oh yeah,
Okay, because there's a remake.
Charlize Theron.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, or Theron, however you like to pronounce it. But yes.
Yeah, great
that
movie.
one.
Yeah.
And then also Aladdin Sideways, Finding Nemo, and The Polar Express.
Oh, you
Polar
were
Express.
you were taking my third.
The Polar Express.
Nemo,
Nemo?
Finding
Right.
Nemo. What
Dude, I
up?
love,
Disney
I
does
love
Disney
Finding
stuff all
Dory
the
too.
time, yeah.
I
Finding
thought
Dory
that-
was okay,
it
but
was
Finding
funny.
Nemo
Finding Nemo was
Finding
just-
Nemo was incredible.
It's
Full
just
disclosure,
so
never
good.
saw Dory. I loved Finding Nemo.
Don't watch
Right.
Dory.
No.
I
It's
thought it was
disappointing.
funny.
I thought it was funny, but I thought the original one was just.
Yeah, and
It-
talk
it
about
really
come
is.
out of
So good.
nowhere. Like, I mean, it was a Disney movie and everything like that, but like that was one of those ones. Finding Nemo, when it was advertised, I was like, this is not going to be good, and it was so wonderful. Like
The opening
I mean,
scene was so creepy with the barracuda. It was
Yes.
a barracuda just
right,
hovering,
right.
hovering up
And
there.
that's what they do too.
Yeah.
That's what they do too.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Barracudas.
right.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what they
we
do.
dive
They're,
with them in
creepy.
St. Croix. They do
they're
hover.
freaky. Like they're just kind of. You're not supposed to look at them.
Is that right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
They don't bother us like 5-foot barracuda that we're diving with in St. Croix. They don't bother us. They just come see what we're bothering with, see if they want to eat it.
And
Yeah, but
those
you don't-
teeth are
those
balls,
teeth, those
right?
are,
No, they
those
can-
are
they can tear
serious.
you
Yeah.
up.
Those are some serious
Right.
teeth.
Parrotfish
They
have
don't
teeth
generally
down there,
attack
too.
humans, I guess,
Wow.
do they?
Huh, no, not generally, but if you
Provoke
if you
them.
provoke
Yeah,
them
but
or act like a threat to them, they will get threatened.
A
and if they
5-foot
get threatened,
barracuda, that's big.
that is a big.
It's got to be upsetting.
And
There's
look,
reef
and
shark
underwater
down
is
there.
25% magnification, so then it looks really big.
right.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
And they have
That's a
big, they
bitch.
have big teeth. I mean, they're
Yeah.
just
Yes, they
ferocious.
got
It's
big-
upsetting looking.
Big
Yeah.
teeth.
You should imagine, since it's 25% magnification underwater, what we must look like to them. We look
Right.
like freaking walking giants with teeth
Yeah,
that are
that's
like
true.
this
Right.
big, you know?
That is
Yeah,
true.
that's
Here we
wild.
come. We're
And
bigger.
keep
We
in
can eat
mind,
you.
there was a movie called The Deep with Jacqueline Bisset and
Oh, I
Robert
remember
Shaw.
that.
Oh, yeah,
They
I
had a
remember that
bit of
movie.
barracuda action, and
Oh,
that
yeah.
some bitch. Nick Nolte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the treasure movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter Benchley, I think it was a.
That is a Peter Benchley
Yeah.
movie?
Well, he
I
wrote
want to
the
revisit
book.
that, actually.
It's good, but it's not. People went there thinking Jaws. It's not. It's a treasure.
It's funny that you bring that up because I
hunt
just
movie.
read I read an interview with Nick Nolte about that movie and how him and Robert Shaw just pounded whiskey.
Okay, I was
throughout
to
the
say,
whole
I always
film.
wondered, did they get along?
Once Robert Shaw grabbed a bottle of whiskey and
Yeah.
they snuck off the set onto an island and drank the whole bottle and the crew had to come find them.
I got you.
Yes, they became friends drinking.
Yeah, because Shaw
Yeah.
was a notorious drunk.
Yeah, him and Nick
N-
Nolte
and
got-
Nolte,
they-
I
they
think,
got
ended
along,
up being
yeah.
a notorious
It
drunk
could
for a
have been
minute.
from that set.
It had to be a hell of a shoot. Okay, so is there any other movies or shows you guys want to mention? Because I don't want to. If you got any more, I don't want to.
This was a great session with
Super
Jolie from Sweet Lita.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
because
bet.
she
Oh, my
She
gosh.
does not watch movies at all.
I
she
didn't know
never
how.
watches stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know how to respond. Like she's an empath to the point where if she watches a Three's Company episode, she loses sleep, and
She
I'm like,
does.
wow,
She
like,
does.
yeah.
Yeah,
But-
she
but
cannot
was
do it.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny.
Laura, Julie, and Jamie call themselves what? Three Musketeers.
The Three Amigos.
Three
yeah.
Amigos. There we
Nice.
go.
We hang
Yeah.
out a lot.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
I love
I guess
that,
other
you
than
know.
just how'd you meet those guys? Like, how long have you known those guys?
Well,
you guys
so
you
we're-
guys play together a good
We
bit.
do.
We're down in Rehoboth, right?
Yeah.
And we're singing at
Oh.
the Frog Pond when it was still
The old pond,
downtown.
downtown.
Downtown, right? It was called the Frog Pond down there. It was the pond when it was out on the highway, and now they're debunked. But we were down there. We were loading our stuff out, and Jamie comes in and he goes, "Hey, do you mind if we load in some backline? There's some space behind you." Because they had the big whatever van, so they bring in some stuff, the amps and whatever else. We're like, sure, no problem, come on. Because I have the board on my right, and then there's space behind us, and so they
So
loaded
you're
it in
on
there.
you're on the same bill.
We didn't.
They were the late band. We were
They
the
were
early
yeah,
band.
yeah.
So
And what
they
year
just
is
wanted
this?
to bring some gear in like 2009.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So anyway, Laura goes to get the truck, and then, or I did, and we were unloading the truck, and Laura's just like, well, you've got to go in and hear these people playing sing. So she took the truck and ran the
We were
block.
double parked, so I had to move the truck out of the way so
And
that
I
Ashland
heard
could stay and
Julie
listen to them.
Simak and Jamie Horrigan play that bass, and Omar, oh my gosh, and Don Boy on the drums, and I was just smitten and blown away. And so I came running out the door. I'm like, Laura, they're great. Kind of like when I didn't know you could sing.
That's funny.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
met
Joey
them a
can
long,
wail.
long time ago, and
Yeah.
and then just kind of like ended up
sort of
in the same scene. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right.
Like we have similar venues that we
similar
play at and
industry
whatever,
people that
and
we
then
knew
Right.
and
Sure.
whatever else.
and then the more we hung out with them, the more you fall in love with them because they're
Right.
wonderful.
Yeah, they're good people.
And we just
And
started.
lowercase, like that whole
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
circle of
man,
people.
yeah, they're
Well,
great.
it's the
Those
scene.
guys.
I mean, that's what we're trying to
Right.
highlight here. Is,
Right.
is
It's awesome.
that Baltimore is more than just murder, and
Yeah.
it's there's a really great fucking artist scene that the bands, the filmmaking, the artistry in general,
Mm-hmm.
you know, cosplay, all that stuff. I just feel like there is more.
There is more.
I and Laura, I won't speak, but I will speak for you.
You can speak for me. It's fine.
We are completely grateful for your mission project, for what y'all do to help boost,
To help elevate the scene here, it's really
everything,
special, and thank you.
especially in these times. It is so important to get vocal out there, to get hands-on out there, to
get positive stuff
anything
out
that we
there
can
instead
do.
of just the crap we see on
Yeah.
the news all the time.
Yeah.
you know?
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and that's like how we've all
Stresses
always
me out.
been.
Right,
Since we grew up,
right.
we've always been helpers. We've always been givers and everything else like that. So let's do it now when it really counts.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the algorithms are ugly. Like I don't
They
want
are.
ugly. I don't give a fuck about ugly anymore. I want positivity. I
Peace,
want
love, and
good
flowers,
shit. Yeah,
bitches.
that's right. That's right. Are you good?
Yeah. Just
You good?
well, just talk about where everyone can go to find anything out about you. Like
Yeah, the
tour
Christmas
schedules,
albums,
your,
all of
your,
it.
all of our
books,
your
info is
St.
at
Croix
Mama's Black
lineup.
Sheep, mamasblacksheep.com. We'll have everything on there.
It's
Awesome.
very difficult to navigate for people that don't do computers, which is me.
I really don't think so. But you can also find us on all the socials. We're on
Like I don't know how to find anything.
Facebook,
on
on
your own
Insta.
website?
She's like me.
No, I'm like
Yeah,
Rachel
Ashland
too.
doesn't
I
Maybe
just blow them
it
up.
is a
stuff, so.
thing because my wife has a new website and she's like, it doesn't flow. I can't figure things out. It's her web, so I'm like, maybe it's just her.
Maybe it is her.
Maybe.
And that, same thing with Rachel.
Right.
And
Let's
like
edit
me.
that.
Like we kill batteries and like all this weird stuff that computers lock up and
Right.
yeah.
All right. Well,
No,
this
that
has
was,
been wonderful.
That was a blast.
Thank
Y'all
you.
so
and the
much.
songs were fucking awesome.
Y'all
And
are awesome.
If you're in Baltimore, check out Mama's Black Sheep.
Subscribe to the calendar. Subscribe to Sanity Lounge.
Stay sane,
Yeah.
Baltimore. All right, we're out.
Peace out.
Awesome.
One, two.
So much friction, all this conflict in the world. How did we become so cynical and hateful? Our self-righteous need to prove that we are right overrides the need to be kind and be grateful. Maybe trying something different, a new approach could help us see. So shine a light, be an example. We could heal humanity. Fight back with love. Kill them with your kindness. If we could celebrate our differences, it might lead to open-mindedness. Show your soul. Give it everything you got. Leave a legacy we could be proud of. Fight back with love. Every day we hear another one has died. So fight back with love. Kill her with your kindness. If we could celebrate our differences, we might find the ties that bind us. Show your soul. Give it everything you got. Leave a legacy we could be proud of. Make this world a place that we could be proud of. You were born onto this earth with the strength to rise above. So fight back with love. Mississippi River rolling on by. You are the one that catches my eye. You keep me dreaming as you roll on Mississippi River. Your Mississippi is strong. Down by the bayou, on the south side, your waters are singing, by and by, through the trenches and through the mine. Mississippi River, you're my guide. Mississippi River, rolling on by. You are the one that catches my eye. You keep me dreaming as you roll on Mississippi River. Your Mississippi is strong. Buildings shattered from the mudslides. Yeah, some of those working, they lost their lives. You got bones deep in your mud. Mississippi River, you're in our blood. Out in the morning, I see your breath as you stream on like there's nothing left. With the sun rising over your braids, you come clean with your brand new fist. Mississippi River, rolling on by. You are the one that catches my eye. You keep me dreaming Mississippi River, and Mississippi strong. Mississippi River, your Mississippi strong. Yeah. One, two, three. Life is crazy, seems a little more each day. We need a chance to get away to an island in the sea, palm trees swaying in the breeze, and a sunset that will bring you to your knees. Living this island life, there's no place I'd rather be. This island life is all about community. This island life, let your troubles drift out to sea. Smiles by the dozen, we're living and loving this island life. Wake up early, well before the roosters crow. Catch the sunrise at you dawn. Then we'll head down to the beach, keep the cooler within reach. Hear the waves crash like laughter in the streets. Living this island life, there's no place I'd rather be. This island life is all about community. This island life, let the water set your soul free. Times by the dozen, you know you'll be loving this island life. This island life. Sunset like a sweet summer's kiss, mocha jumbas and flying fish, rolling tides like a loving life, watching the clouds in the big blue sky. We come to dive, we come to float, from the beach or from the boat, pour some cruising on you tonight. Oh, the pretty lady, come and dance with me. Pour some cruising on mutiny. All the lovely people, come and dance with me. All the lovely people, come and dance with me. All the lovely people, come and dance. We're living this island life. There's no place I'd rather be. This island life is all about community. This island life, let the water set your soul free. In times by the dozen, you know you'll be loving this island life. Cold weather is coming, you know you'll be running to island life. It's miles by the dozen, we're living and loving this island life. This island life. One, two, one, two. Some girls like a fancy gourmet dinner. Some they like a great big diamond ring. But let me put your mind at ease. I'm a simple woman with simple needs, requiring only the simplest of things. Oh, and spooning all through the night, spooning, holding you so tight, spooning with my baby tonight, spooning till the morning light.
take a look and see what you've been missing. The one thing to make this dish complete, it ain't the sauce, it ain't the sweet. 'Cause you bless me, so come on in my kitchen. Oh, we're spooning all through the night, spooning, holding you so tight, spooning with my baby tonight, spooning till the morning light, spooning makes my whole world right, spooning with my baby tonight.
Some girls like to be a bit mysterious, keep you searching for their secrets all your lives. Will you open up that kitchen drawer, you find out what I'm looking for, right between the forks and the knives. Oh, we're spooning all through the night, spooning, holding you so tight, spooning with my baby tonight, spooning till the morning light, spooning makes my whole world right, spooning with my baby tonight. I'm one to love biscuits and gravy, and all the sop and goodness that my grandma always made. But I still deem you my fave. There ain't nothing better than spooning with my baby. 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 Taking passion's wings and flown into the wind. You have to find yourself and you won't be back again. You return, it will never be the same. And the gift of love, someone always pays the price. It's a delicate balance between the gain and the sacrifice. And in the end, no one ever is to blame. It's not enough. world. Hope you find the promise of your love will unfurl with splendid colors shining brightly through the rain. If you fly too high and wax comes dripping from your wings, my heart will still be here singing through these strings. Hope passion's call doesn't lead you to a fall. There's not enough rain in your sky to put out this fire tonight. And although love may pass me by, love won't die without a fight. There may be no more in your eyes than a promise lost in eyes. But I won't let love die. When the burden of the soul provides the heat to the flame, what kind of beauty can an artist not proclaim? There's not enough rain in your sky to put out this fire tonight. And although love may pass me by, love won't die without a fight. There may be no more in your eyes than a promise lost in eyes. I won't let love die. I won't let love die tonight. Not tonight. Not tonight.
Thanks for listening, Baltimore. You can find us at www.sanitylounge.com or on Instagram at sanity.lounge.
Keep listening and subscribe.
Stay sane, Baltimore.